Hello everyone, Namaskar. This is your host and host Shalini, and I welcome all of you to this special segment. Today we are going to talk to the winner of the Global Musical Icon Season 4. And so let's welcome Gaurav Sarangi, जिनके नाम में ही musical instrument है. He is the Global Musical Icon Season 4 winner in instruments category. So welcome, Gaurav.
Thank you.
I will tell all of you guys a little bit more about Gaurav, about his performance actually, what he played. I listened his public choice round song, and he chose beautiful this song from 70s, Aa Gale Lag Ja, movie song, which was Wada Karo Nahi Chodoge Tum Mera Saath, right, Gaurav?
Yes, that is correct.
And for finale, he performed Careless Whisper from George Michael. And then that his performance stole the judges and our audience's heart. And that made him the winner of Global Musical Icon Season 4. So once more, congratulations, Gaurav, and welcome to this special interview segment.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great to be here.
Gaurav, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself. What else do you do apart from being a winner?
Yeah, so I'm a high school student. I'm in 12th grade, and I'm in the school band. So I play saxophone for the school's concert and jazz band. And I'm also a drum major. I participate in contests outside of school, and I play a few sports, soccer and cricket. So yeah, mostly music and a little bit of sports, but those are my main interests.
Wonderful, wonderful. How did you know about that? Or somebody plays instruments in your family, or somebody sings? How did you get that?
Well, my parents enrolled me in piano lessons when I was in elementary school.
Mhm.
So I took those for a while, and I started enjoying it. I realized that I really liked just playing as much as I could. I was always practicing. And in 4th grade, I started playing the saxophone in the school band, and I knew I liked that even more. So I continued both piano and saxophone, and since then I've also continually branched out to other instruments such as flute, clarinet, and euphonium. So since then, as my musical journey continues, my love for music has constantly grown.
Beautiful. So do you sing also?
Not really. I can sometimes. I'm in the school choir, but that was just this year. It's just something I've been willing to try.
Very nice. So that was a little bit about you. Now we want to know, how did you come to know about this competition, the Global Musical Icon, which is in short we call it GMI. So how did you come to know about that, and why did you think to participate in this one?
Well, I actually learned about the competition from my parents, and they came across it one time, I think from a social media platform or a social media page, and my mom recommended that I should compete in this, and I realized that it would be a fantastic way for me to showcase my talent and also meet other people who just as talented as I am.
Well, that's right. Good that your mom showed you this flyer and something, and then you participated because we got our winner from that. So do you usually perform in the competition? Was it your first time? How is it?
For Global Musical Icon, yes, this was my first time, but I've competed in other competitions, mostly for classical music, such as the Plano Symphony or Orchestra Young Artist Competition and the Houston Underground Saxophone Competition.
So I'm pretty sure you're learning saxophone in school, and apart from that also you might be taking some private lessons.
Yes, I do.
So tell us a little bit, like, where do you learn? How much do you practice, like, every day?
Yeah. So my private lesson teacher, his name is Alexander Richards. He used to live in Texas, but currently I take virtual lessons because he lives in Canada. He is currently the professor of saxophone at the Victoria Conservatory of Music. And he's a fantastic teacher, and he definitely makes me practice a lot.
Yeah.
I practice on average maybe 2 hours a day whenever I get, and sometimes I don't have time, but I typically make up for those on the weekends or especially during the summer, where I practice on average 4 or 5 hours a day.
Wow, that's wonderful. I mean, because practicing, because that shows in your performance, the confidence, the fluency of the instrument. It shows in your performance when you play. So,
Yeah.
so the Indian song which you played, so that was like self-taught, or that also your teacher taught you?
That one was self-taught. So typically for music, I learn by ear. So
Okay.
I will listen to a song and then I'll either use piano or just straight to saxophone. I'll try to play along with it. I'll figure out what notes are there, and eventually I'll end up memorizing the song, and then I can play it with a karaoke track.
Okay. So now that was about your day-to-day life, how you practice, how you go about it. Now, when a competition comes into the picture and you heard about this global musical icon, how was that journey of yours? How was your day going for preparing for that competition?
Pretty similar to what I normally do for songs. I listen to the song a lot. Um, I had knew about the song beforehand, and
Mhm.
I knew it was a really popular tune. A lot of people would end up recognizing it, so I decided that it would be the best for the competition. So I listened to it a lot. I would listen to it like in the car, at home, just working on homework, and that made it really easy for me to listen to the melody and figure out exactly what notes I needed to play. And eventually, I ended up memorizing the song and performing it at GMI.
Do you have like any special trick or tips for this instruments? I mean, this is a different kind of instrument altogether. And I know there's a lot of breathing into this, and then you have to take care of so many things while you're playing. So, you want to share some tricks to our young generation?
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing, it would, and not just with saxophone, with any instrument, is practicing. You have to. I actually sometimes just do breathing practices, not like completely without the saxophone, or sometimes I'll practice with just my fingers without blowing air into the instrument. Practicing as much as you can, separating each individual aspect, and then putting it all together.
Wow, that's a breathing. Like we generally we just normally we don't even think about that we are breathing, and especially when we have to play something, you have to have really when to stop, when to actually blow. That's a lot. That's a lot. So tell me this: what was your experience of uh, global musical icon, and after the winning, were you expecting? How was your experience altogether?
Yeah, it was a great experience. I got to meet um, other people who were just as passionate for music as I was, and obviously, I was like super happy when I won. I was overjoyed, um, especially with such a tough competition. I mean, every single performance I saw was incredible. So I think it's a great experience overall. It's good for any musician looking to showcase their talent, looking for exposure, and it's especially nice to see competitors who end up returning, and it's nice to see how much they grow, how much they improve.
Absolutely. Apart from winning, do you remember some memory associated with that competition you want to share apart from winning? Winning, everybody remembers.
Yeah. So in the green room where all the musicians were right before the performance, there were other kids there. I remember seeing two violinists, um, and they also like were in school orchestras, which is similar to band. It's another fine arts, and you go through a lot of practice in that. So it was really nice talking to them, being able to relate with them
Right.
because they go through something similar that I do as well.
Very nice. Very nice. I mean, this is there's a lot of fun backstage which you guys
Yeah.
do. So thank you so much for sharing that. Now, I wanna if you have to tell, I'm pretty sure you must be telling in your school and you're in your circle about this competition. So if you have to talk to your friends about joining the next season, what would you tell them? How would you encourage them to participate in this competition?
Um, well, I mean, first of all, I would definitely show them like videos of all the other performers. Like they've been posted on YouTube, and they're incredible performances. I'm sure that would inspire a lot of my friends. And it's also just a great way for them to branch out and get exposure to a lot of different people who can continually help them grow as not just musicians, but also as a person.
Very nice. So, would you be participating in the next season?
Um, I'll be in college next year, so I'm not 100% sure if I'll have the time to participate. But if I have the time, then I probably will.
Wonderful. That's what I wanted to hear. So, you mentioned college. So, let's talk about college and your future. What is going in your head? Where do you want to go? What do you want to be in future?
Yeah. So I'm definitely applying to more schools than normal, but I'm applying to different kinds of schools. So I'm applying to just like regular universities. Um, my primary major for these schools is mechanical engineering,
Mhm.
and I am hopefully going to be taking a second major of musical performance. And I'm also applying to special schools called conservatories, in which the school itself is only for music. And if I were to get accepted there with a good enough scholarship, because they're pretty expensive, but if I were to get accepted there with a good enough scholarship, I would continue my music career there.
Okay, so it's you said mechanical engineering and music.
Yeah,
So either way, it's like 50-50 for you, right?
yeah,
Or a mechanical engineering who is so good in music, right?
yeah,
So even suppose if you become an engineer, so would you still pursue your music?
absolutely. Yeah, it's not something that I would ever let go of. It's stuck with me for a long time. I've been doing music since I was like 6 years old. Um, so yeah, that'll be sticking with me for the rest of my life.
Wonderful, wonderful. Is there anything you wanna share more about you or anything else? Do you want to um, say thanks to like maybe your parents or somebody who continued they helped you in your journey? Do you wanna say something to them?
Yeah, I definitely want to thank my parents. Since since I started music, they've always been my number one supporters. They've driven me around to performances, contests. They bought me my instrument, which is incredible because it's not cheap to buy a good instrument. Um, they've they showed me this platform to showcase my talent. So I definitely want to thank them for it. And then I also want to thank the sponsors and coordinators for GMI. They put in their best effort just so that us, the performers, can comfortably give the best show to the audience. So yeah,
Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so wonderful. And I really want to add on to that. The parents, they are the hidden strength and souls behind, like any artist or any student, because they are the one who are pushing us, right? Yes. I mean, it was really wonderful talking to you, Gaurav. I wish you all the best for your future plannings and future endeavors. Wherever you go, you achieve whatever you want to achieve. That's what my wish and the radio's wish to you. And this platform is open for you and talented people like you. So whenever you wanna come, it's the platform is always open for you. Thank you so much for talking to me today. It was
yeah,
really
thank you.
joy talking to you.
All right, yeah, thank you so much for the interview.